Hello Internet, this is Quick Brown Fox 42, and I'm back with more Ogre Battle. I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself on recordings here. I'm already several recordings ahead of where I've posted, but I am just so excited because you saw last game how I got a crown. I'm going to make a princess and take on Lake Jannenia because that's also a fun level. Now the first thing I'm going to do is go in my edit unit screen, and I am going to remove Khalid, or Called. I still can't quite, I guess that's called. I love how the names in this game are all different, but some of them are really odd. And you can't change them, I don't believe. So, I'm going to, well, the first thing I'm going to do is get my crown. And I want to use it on an Amazon to make a princess. And I think I'm going to pick Kate because she's got a little higher agility than everybody else. And getting a group attack in early is important. Plus she does have 55 int. So I don't mind those two hit points. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use them on her. And this character will become a princess. So now I have a level 2 princess. It seems kind of odd to use it on such a low level, but she is going to gain levels extremely quickly because she is going to go in and kill basically everything. So while I'm on this screen, I am going to equip a couple of items. Since she's going to gain levels crazy fast, I'm going to equip them on a couple of fighters that will also gain levels crazy fast. Let's see, 44, 47. I'll go with this guy. He's got slightly higher stats. So we have Mike and Bancroft. And then I'm going to give this Mystic Mace to Kali. I know I was recommended to use it to deal white damage, but it's a 7 int mace, which is nice. So I'm going to use it there. I'm going to unequip a weapon from somebody too, just for the time being. It's just a brief thing. Let's see here. The way you unequip is you actually select a blank. Let's see, there's a Musashi sword. Yeah, we'll go with that for now. You select a blank slot and then equip them with the blank slot. I'm also going to grab a Hawkman. I'm going to make a new unit. I'll just take Jeffrey, and it's going to involve. So let me see if I can make this unit up now. So I'm going to add now. Kate is going to be my leader. You can see the princess has a Stardust attack and in the front row, or 2 Stardusts in the front row, and a Starlight in the back row. But I'm going to add Kali and then Bancroft for here and Mike over here, and hopefully I would kind of like to be able to get a ninja, but I'll be alright to get another unit as well from those fighters. So now I'm going to check my status on my newly formed unit, and as you can see, that Stardust moves to 3 in the front row and 2 Starlights in the back row because she is the unit leader. So everybody gets an extra attack. My Hawkman gets 3 hits in the front and 2 in the back, where normally it would be 2 and 1. My Cleric is going to get 3 healings, like a Shaman would, and each of my fighters are going to get 2 slices. So the Hawkman's there to help the unit get around and fly, and basically that unit is going to be so OP'd that I'm going to do something really crazy here. Scene 5 Full Moon. There's a significance to the title Full Moon, which we'll find out. And so now, since there's a big lake there, it helps make this map actually a lot easier. I'm going to fly him there, and I am going to deploy Lena, my other group of liberators, to over here. And now I'm pretty sure that I can actually do this entire map just with this one more unit. So we're going to try this with these 3 units. I think his units will get to about there by the time I arrive. So we're actually going to just go with these 3 units. And you'll see how powerful this princess is. Even though I think Kali D was level 4, I believe, and all of my my 2 fighters and my princess and my were level 2. The Hawkman's also level 4. You're gonna see some pretty amazing butt kicking going on. So I got a Fool card. I like Fool cards. And I get a luck, and I would like to keep that. Fair to ask of you, please help us. All of the girls from this town have been taken from the man in the castle. That should be by the man in the castle in Lake Jannenia. That's not even the name of the map. Oh well. We can HEAR their screams from within the castle. It's unbearable. Will you please help our daughters? Yeah, I better do that. Thank you, rebels. We're counting on you. So I think that helps your it helps your alignment or your reputation or something. But hey, why wouldn't you? I'm going to kill the guy anyway. Might as well help a few people while I'm doing it. So I'm going to move him up there and liberate those 2 areas and then come back for the town. And we can start seeing a couple of units coming. And believe it or not, my prince is going to take all these guys on. So now we are going to see... There's my princess in the back in the middle. And she looks adorable, but she's about to kill everybody. Let's see how quickly I get to see her attack. Yeah, even my fighters, they're level 2 right now, but they're still dealing a lot of damage. In fact, I better change my tactic to strong, because this Starlight, now here's the Starlight, that's a white attack. You can see it hits everybody. Since it's such a big, excuse me, since it's such a big multi-attack, I better set my tactics to strong so I don't leave a leader running around. Now, normally this is the end of where I'd be fighting, except for with my princess, everybody gets a bonus. So I'm going to just keep on fighting and fighting and fighting these guys. There's my 3rd heal. Still having a little level difficulty here hitting guys. Of course, my cleric who's already level 4 levels up, but that's fine. So I got City Freed. I really should have used a tarot card there, actually, because I'm going to run out here. I will pull a tarot card. I'll get a Temperance. It's a Temperance. I like pulling it for the reputation, but I don't want to keep it right now. Sirius. So there's the boss, Sirius. Hey, so you're the rebels, huh? Seems like you're really a thorn in the Empire side. Not bad. But there's some good guys in the Empire, too. The local boss isn't too bad himself. He's a great guy. So push yourself too hard on beating the Empire. Just take it easy. Oh yeah, if you want to see the boss, you need to go at night. He's always in a better mood then. Oops, gotta go. My girl's waiting for me. See you tonight. Such cheesiness. Okay, so I'm going to move Lena around the coast and get this town as well. So, if you couldn't tell, Sirius is a werewolf from all the hints. Full moon and go at night and stuff like that. And having the name Sirius, which refers to the dog star. Let's see here. I'm going to use a... I'll use a magician. Yeah, I'll use a magician card here. Just to soften them up, since I'm going to have to ditch a card next town anyway. And there's no real coincidence with the Harry Potter character. They're both referring to the dog star Sirius. And as if you couldn't tell already, there are a fair number of characters in this game that are named after stars or heavenly bodies. There's we've already seen Canopus, and there's another one. Capella is also a star, and we'll see Deneb later, next map. Let's see here. Yeah, they're spreading out their attacks pretty well. The first little bit's a little crucial. I want to get a couple levels to to get some health and strength for my characters. You can see that Mystic Mace or whatever that I equipped Kali with she's healing 30 now per heal, which is a lot. I think, well, that was 22 because he was at max health, but the int helps my healers heal more. So we're starting to hit levels there. All my level 2 characters level 3 now. And I found a boots. Oh, I like boots. Boots let you warp to a town basically, which is great if an enemy is about to take a town. So then we have these guys again. Kick their butts once, going to do it again. Yeah, when you consider that Starlight is doing 15-20 damage to everybody from a level 3, and she's hitting like level, I think, 5 or 6 characters, maybe even more than that, maybe even 7. That is very, very, very overpowered. So there goes that fighter. There goes that knight. And I get 2 more attacks. Well, 22, that's half of it. And not quite. Okay. Well, I'll just heal, and I'll have to take that knight out at a future date. Oh, wait, never mind. I forgot I did have 2 more. Well, that's princesses for you. Get tons of extra attacks. So she is... Oh. Nope, that's just her unit finished moving. Okay, so I'm going to move up to here. Let's see here. Alright, so I think we're all good. And here's a Doll Mage and a Golem. I gotta use another card. I think I might have a world card. I'm just gonna use another card so I don't have to ditch one when I take a town. This should shield me against the acid. That should be considered as magic. I'm not honestly totally sure if it is actually considered magic, but we'll use it anyway. Yeah. Yeah, and it missed. So let's see if I can get some of that magic in, hit that golem. That'd be really nice. There's 11 damage right there. I think that was probably this sword, the sword's damage. I just had a sword that could deal, I think, fire damage is what they're susceptible to. And there's another unit taken out. More levels up. So now my guys are just going to get more and more powerful. Let's see how they're doing, by the way. I have 58 alignment, 78 charisma. Not too surprised that charisma's super high. 64 alignment. So she's at 52 right now. As seemingly sweet and charming as you'd think a princess would be, princesses' charisma and alignment usually plummet because of how powerful they are. So this will be a little better of a fight. 2 wizards at least. Now you'll get to see why wizards should never be placed in the front row as well. If this wizard attacks me and I use attack in the loosest possible terms, 14 damage. The only real thing about fighting units like this is if you happen to have a world card which flips the front and back rows around when you use it, I'm sorry, a moon card, a tarot card which flips the front and back rows around, it really makes very little difference for fights like this. For fights like Capella, the boss of the last map, it would make a huge difference putting a mage in the front row and then 3 imps in the back row. Imps in the back row are still pretty good, but the point is having a mage so exposed like that would be really terrible. So there goes that wizard. And I guess that Valkyrie will get to fight me again. And I'm going to pause really quickly here and save this recording. I'll be back in a second. Alright, and we're back. And we've got this group of a Beastman, and I think that's 3 Hawkmen. Okay. So this one will be no problem also with the starlights hitting them. Oh, and I double checked, and most of the units I'm fighting most of the characters I'm fighting right now are about level 5, so I'll still gain a little bit of alignment with my fighters, at least for now. But it's going to start going down. But I would like to get a try to get some ninjas going. They're a good unit that I normally have. They're very early. They're a very early unit to have 3 attacks in the front row. Normally, not without a princess, or without a princess, I mean. On their own, they usually have 3 attacks in the front row. So they're just nice to have, and I'd love to be able to get some, but that may or may not be possible. Fortunately, I did not kill that leader, so he's going to go back and get some more. Some more Hawkmen and come at me again. This Valkyrie, however, will not be so lucky. Again, now that I think about it, that would have been a good time to use a tarot card against that Hawkmen group. But I did make some space for some, so... Alright, and I've liberated the city up here. I'll pull a card. I got a moon card, so that will change it to night. And I will keep it. He seems like a decent fellow, but he's actually quite cruel. Feeds the kidnapped girls to dogs. What's left of them, like someone like that's just inhuman. Well, I think we all know what Sirius is, so I don't think it's the dogs he feeds them to. So now this is one of the first units that's actually pretty legit. A cleric and 2 giants. 6 attacks and heals. That's a unit I could see myself using. In fact, I usually use them a little bit in some of the ice maps that are coming up. Having multiple attacks against a cleric is really great because they just can't keep up with heals. When you consider attack that hits everybody, even as this fight is starting, all 3 guys, while the cleric has 2 heals, is overwhelming. Let alone towards the end when I keep getting these attacks in and killing guys. Even with 3 attacks, that last giant works out to only having as many attacks as either of my fighters. So, talk about overpowered. So now I have no problem sending my princess all the way up there. I'm just going to speed through that because he was down to his... When you're down to your healer, you can't actually deal any damage. Yeah, you'll notice, even though I've been fighting a big series of guys all in a row, I really haven't had problem keeping up with heals. Having 3 heals is not that big of a deal because the class that clerics upgrade into, the shamans, will have 3 heals. But the fact that I have them this early, have 3 heals this early, is rather overpowered. Okay, I was just making sure that I was still moving around here. And I would like to pull a card. I got a star card. On my agility. And I'll keep that. Youngsters around here don't believe it, but werewolves do exist. The ones in these bodies weren't from any dog. That was from a wolf. A big one, too. I know that was a werewolf. I'm not crazy. And now... right there. Where's my... okay. So she's getting close to that other city. Let's see here. I'm full on tarot cards again, so I'm just going to use a... I'll use a star card. They're not great. So I'll just use it up instead of ditch it next time. Yeah, even a princess who could do 1 starlight not as the leader would be right among my most powerful units right now. But having the ability to make her a leader and getting 2 of them makes her basically as powerful as any 2 of my units. And then she makes all the units she's with, you know, almost twice as powerful or 50% more powerful. So, I think this level where I am deploying 3 units and having this unit kill literally everybody I possibly can is a good illustration. Even starting at level 2 is a really good illustration of how powerful princesses are. And so I think you all get why I was so psyched about seeing a crown when that came up. I know I must have sounded really excessively giddy, but well, this is a good illustration of why they're so amazing. Having that cane, mystic staff or cane or whatever it is for my cleric helps out a lot too. It's a lot of healing you can do with the extra int. Alrighty, there's another win, another level up. Now, let me check really quickly if... yeah, I'm going to move back just a little bit because I am knocking them back into their own base, and they're getting back basically every unit that I kill.